Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a channeler and a Course in Miracles student. Nice to meet you and nice to see you again. So today what I'm going to do is do some channeling and talk about the day that is today, September 11th. And before I do, I have 2 books that are available below, and I have a membership site where you can join and have 2 live Q&A questions sessions and a sound healing every month. And also, I mentioned this in the last video too, my very, very short story, Paper Moon Lantern, was published in the Out There literary magazine. And thanks again, Stephanie. I'll leave that link below as well. Okay, so what I wasn't really planning on coming on today, but I was doing my Course in Miracles lesson, and I'd been thinking last night about this feeling recently of hope. Now, it's something that we're always all looking for, and I think I'm probably not speaking for myself at the moment, that I think after the 3 years of craziness, everything was shook up. Our whole lives were shook up, and we didn't really know the things that used to give us hope were gone, in a sense. You know, like being able to travel and to go all these different places and experience all these different things, they were not there anymore. And they're available now, but it's still kind of in a shaky kind of ground, I guess, in a sense. And I guess one other thing is that we realized that a lot of that stuff was just distraction, that we weren't really finding hope. We were just distracting ourselves with many different things. And I felt this way recently, like what do I hope for? What is with all the foundations shifting, with everything kind of changing, it's like the things that our hope within the box, the matrix box, is different. It's not the same anymore. And so what do we hope for? How do we even envision the future when we don't even understand what's going on, and we don't even know what's going to be happening in the next few years, how things are going to change? And so it's really hard to wrap your mind around that. And so it reminds me, I think I've talked about this many times, sorry if I'm repeating myself again, but I was doing a meditation about a year ago, and I found myself outside of the matrix, outside of this whole thing, and I was talking with Source out in the universe, and I felt this sense of just loneliness because there was nothing there. It was just all gone. There was not this matrix, this, the sun comes up, the sun goes down, the seasons change, the seconds go from second to second. It was nothing. It was just me and God, hey. And I felt really, really sad in a sense. And so Source said, just make whatever you want, make a beach, whatever, and so I did. I made a beach, and I was laying on the beach talking to him, but I'm so kind of still, I guess, attached to this old 3D world that it was hard to kind of just imagine a new one, because I think I've put so much faith into this one that we're in now. And I think that's what I'm feeling now, and I imagine that a lot of people are feeling something similar. And so I wanted to come on and give some hope to myself and to everyone, if possible. And also, before I do that, I just want to share, so let's see, a story from yesterday. So yesterday I was channeling Mary Magdalene, and then I went to the donut shop to have a coffee and I'm studying trance drumming, and so I was studying, and then I left the shop, and I was walking down the street, and this man approached me, and he said, I don't know where I am, I don't know how to get home. And I thought it was strange. I live in Japan, so I'm usually like the last person that someone would ask for directions, because I don't look like I'm from here. So I thought that was funny. So in all of my 22 years living here, no one's ever asked me for directions. So it's just, and he showed me, he had this like little booklet that, sorry, I keep pushing this microphone, this little booklet that was issued by the city that showed that he has some sort of, he's on the spectrum somehow, and so he's not able to, he doesn't understand things the way that we do, I guess. Normal, I don't know, normal people that are not on the same spectrum. I don't know how to put it. But anyway, but he usually goes home by bus, but so he asked me to kind of take him home. And he lived pretty far away, so I offered to take him halfway. So I just made sure that he got on the right train and that he was, but I just thought that was funny. And I asked my guides, I said, how did that happen? What's going on? And it turns out I still had Mary Magdalene was just kind of like around me. So I was just kind of this light in the darkness. And so that, and the Course in Miracles lesson I wanted to talk about today was, there is no peace except the peace of God. And so this really came in handy in the sense that, because that is the only thing on this earth, that there is nothing here that's going to bring us happiness, that we bring the happiness to the earth. And so searching for happiness here, searching for hope here, we're always going to be let down. And so this is the thing, but on a day like this, especially like September 11th, where there was a very big loss of hope, how many years ago? 20, it was the year that I moved to Japan. About a week after I moved here, I turned on the TV and I saw what happened. So my whole time here, on this day where many people lost a lot of hope. And so I just want to read a little bit about this one. Here we go. Where did I want to read from? Okay. There is no peace except the peace of God. There is nothing else for you to seek except the peace of God, unless you seek for misery and pain. This is the final point to which each one must come at last, to lay aside all hope of finding happiness where there is none, of being saved by what can only hurt, of making peace out of chaos, joy out of pain, and heaven out of hell. Attempt no more to win through losing, nor to die to live. You cannot but be asking for defeat. And the other one. There is no peace except the peace of God, because he has one Son who cannot make a world in opposition to God's will and to his own, which is the same as his. What could he hope to find in such a world? It cannot have a reality, because it was never created. It is here that he would seek for peace? Or must he see that, as he looks on it, the world can but deceive? Yet can he learn to look on it another way, and find the peace of God? Peace is the bridge that everyone will cross to leave this world behind, but peace begins within the world perceived as different, and leading from this fresh perception to the gate of heaven and the way beyond. Peace is the answer to conflicting goals, to senseless journeys, frantic vain pursuits, and meaningless endeavors. Now the way is easy, sloping gently towards the bridge where freedom lies within the peace of God. So that's what I wanted to say. So I'd like to just channel, I think Mary Magdalene's coming through, but I'm not sure. So let's see. Okay, so calling in Mary Magdalene to give us some hope. Greetings, I am that one that you know as Mary Magdalene, and I have not left this being. We are still around him, surrounding him, and generating energy outside of him and around him. We are mixing our energy with his in order for his light to be a brighter light in these times of less hope. And we are hoping that this energy might help him to get more hope into his psyche, his body, his consciousness. Now, what we would like to tell all of you is that, yes, this is a new time for all of you. You are entering a territory that is new to you, and this can be quite scary. We understand it can be tiresome to not know what is going to happen in the future, but we'd like you to know that you are all collectively creating this future together. You are the creators of this new future. So remember that in what you are looking for what makes you the most happy. And this is what we would like you to concentrate on. What makes you the most happy? What brings the light to your world? What is it? It doesn't matter what it is. There is no judgment. Whatever it is, it's beautiful and it's wonderful. Whatever brings you the light and the peace, that is it. And that is the secret. That is the secret to your future and to this new earth, for all of you to follow those dreams and follow those passions. That is it. That is the secret. And you can start right now. Follow your dream in any way that you can. No matter where you are, whatever you're doing, you can take those steps to follow your dream. Whatever it is that you need to do, wherever you are, you can take the first step by just writing it down on a piece of paper, writing down what you want to do. And that's the first step. And then you take the next step and the next step after that. And that is the secret to creating this new earth, this new reality. And so you bring the hope to this world, because you are not of this world, and you are not, the hope is not in this world. You are the bringers of the hope to the world by being your beautiful and wonderful and amazing selves every second of the day, and following those dreams, no matter how small they seem to you. So one other thing I forgot to mention about the man that I met yesterday. So I was asking my guides about him. When we come on this earth, we come to this earth, we decide how we want to be born on this earth, how we want to. And so he was born in a way that he is born in a sense a very pure way, because he can remain kind of childlike throughout his life. And because there is a name, that he is on this spectrum, he is able to experience his whole life. He can experience it in a very childlike and a very pure way, and he'll not be forced into the places that people are, so-called normal people will be forced into. And there's kind of like a safety net for him. And so he chose that to come in that way, so that he can experience things in that kind of childlike wonder for his whole life. And so what a different experience that must be for him. So I wanted to share that. And I think that's all I wanted to say. But I just hope that all of you out there are feeling the hope and understand that all you got to do is do what you love to do. And even on a day like this, do what you love to do, whatever it is. Draw that picture, paint that painting, make that song, sing that song, whatever it is. Take that bike ride. So whatever it is, guys. So that's it. So today's a short message. Ciao.